my other rant. So this one is based on the job I'm at now. I'm not going to mention the company I work for, but I do work for a bank that issues credit cards. So, here's the rant. Now, I admit, I get phone calls from bill collectors asking for money, and, I know it's their job, and I just either don't answer, or I listen to the message, I know it's there, and I know I'm the money. I don't get upset about this, okay? So, when I pick up the phone and I go, thank you for calling XYZ, this is Kay, how can I help you? Well, you called me. Ma'am, sir, no, I did not call you. That's what I want to say. Don't assume that we called you. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be an automatic service that is dialing, and you get patched through to the next agent. So I have no idea who you are. I have no idea why we're calling you. Well, I have a general idea. Usually there's something going on with the credit card. Okay? Our system does what it does. I don't make the rules. I'm just doing my job. Don't get mad at me because you've fallen behind on your credit card by more than 3 months, and we've been calling you so many times a day. I know it's annoying. I know it's considered harassment. Don't call in and say, take me off your calling list. This is a solicitation. I'm on do not solicitation call list. We're not soliciting. You have a relationship with the credit card company. We have the right to call you. Now, the thing is I do understand that sometimes people get cell phones, then they cancel the service, and the number's recycled. So you could be getting calls for somebody else. I understand that. Don't get upset at me that you're getting these phone calls. Answer the phone, leave us, and wait till someone talks to you, and tell somebody, this person doesn't live here anymore, this is a cell phone, doesn't belong to the person you're trying to reach. But don't give me an attitude about it. Yes, I know it's annoying, but we're not using your minutes if you don't answer the phone. Wait till after 7 o'clock when your minutes are free, or 9 o'clock, and then give us a call back. Or wait till the weekend. We know that we're there. So you might have to get a few rings, and you know that it's not for you. Fine, ignore it. It's not that hard. Also, don't yell at me when your credit card doesn't work, because again, you've let it fall behind by over a month or 2 months. Also, don't get upset at me when your interest rate goes up because something has happened and the card has fallen behind. Yes, I understand sometimes there's an oversight by a month. Yes, I think it's wrong too that credit cards jack your interest rates up. Believe me, I'm a consumer. I understand. But that's how it works. You signed a contract saying that you would agree to this. Yes, I can go in there and ask them to reprice the interest rate, but there's no guarantee. There's only so much power that I have. Also, there's rules and regulations that we have to follow. So don't get upset at the person that you're talking to on the phone. It's not their fault. Okay? It's the system. That's how the system works. We're all part of the system. Get used to it, people. We're all part of the system. Just because I put in there a request for someone to lower your interest rate doesn't mean it's going to happen. And if you've done this X amount of times, and you're like, oh, this is a one-time oversight, I'll never do it again, please forgive me, and I look at your record and I see that it's not, I don't think it's going to happen. Also, don't get mad at me when I tell you there's a $14.95 fee to process a check by phone. I'm supposed to ask by check by phone only, but I always offer the debit card also, because the debit card is free. Now, my bosses don't like that I do that, but I understand that people need to save money, and it's not fair that we charge this $14.95 that goes on their credit card, so they end up having to pay interest on it and such. I understand. It's a way to make money. Yes, I get it. However, I can't do it. Don't ask me to waive that fee every time when I look at your record and I see that we've waived it 5 times in the past 5 months. It's not going to happen. I can only waive the fee so many times each day. So every time you ask me to waive it, I'm getting a point against me, and then I get in trouble. It's not that I don't like you. It's just, I'm sorry, there's only so many times that I can do it, and you just aren't the lucky person. But like I said, I tend to offer debit card. So anyway, when you get that phone call from your credit card company or your bill collector, don't get upset at that person. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, more than likely, it's the system that called, and I'm just the unlucky soul that's on the other end of the line that has to listen to you rant because you're upset that an automatic system is calling you because you forgot to pay your bill. Now, the other thing that happens is, yes, sometimes things happen. You overlook something like 8 cents. Yes, I understand that's unfair that the system automatically ups it to 29%. However, the system doesn't know any better. It's a computer. It doesn't know the difference between 1 cent and $1,000. Something's past due, it's past due. It's black and white, yes and no. But we can go in there and fix that. Call that month. Don't wait till 3 months later and go, my interest rate has been at 29% for the past 3 months. I'm upset. What happened? I don't know what went wrong. You know, take care of it when you can. Also, don't be afraid to call your credit card companies. Some of them have programs, like my company, that would allow you to make payments on the account. There are ones, like I have myself, who don't have that. So call. Tell them what's going on. Also, don't get upset at telemarketers. Again, they're just doing their job. Okay? I was lured into a job where I was a temp, and they said that you'd be calling clients. Well, it turns out it was a cold call list. They just took a page out of the phone book, and you called down that page. I made 3 phone calls that day. 1, the first one, no one was home. 2, the second one was a business, told me not to call. 3, the third one, I got a hold of someone, and they yelled at me. I took those 3 calls. It took me over an hour because I had anxiety attacks. And then I just told the person, I said, I'm sorry, I can't do this job, and I walked out. It was a temp job, so it wasn't a bad thing. However, don't get mad at these people. They're doing their job. Yeah, it's a sucky job, but sometimes you got to take what you can get, especially in this economy. So, listen to the telemarketer. Now, I understand if you're on the do not call list, hello, it takes it a little while to work. But, again, don't get mad at them. And same thing with the credit cards. Don't get mad at us if we call you. We have a relationship with you, so that do not call list doesn't work. Anyway, I think that's about all the rant that I have when it comes to that job. I might think of more later. I think this might be a theme for me during these rants. Kind of get things off the head. And I tend to talk. I tend to jump like this. Doop, 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 doop. And one thing reminds me of something else, reminds something else. So if I jump around, I do apologize. But hopefully you were able to follow. So that's my rant for the day. Talk to y'all later. Bye now.